The San Francisco Giants came within a few hours of making it through a spring training without a trade. On Thursday morning, a few hours before opening day, the Giants sent cash to the Kansas City Royals for outfielder and first baseman Matt Beatty, who gets added straight to the active roster. The Athletics traded Christian Pache to the Phillies, and we all know that Christian Pache pretty much stinks for fantasy because he can't hit worth a bull dinky.
He's going to be a defensive replacement for Kyle Schwarber late in the games. But the guy to get is Franchy Cordero, who signed with the Yankees. Get Franchy. I'm telling you, I know he's been on a lot of teams. Now is the time. 8 years ago, Craig Bish and I both said Franchy Cordero would be a star, so you know it's going to happen. It's 8 years later.
Yeah, what age is he going to be a star?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Grief. Okay. I like Brent Mill, so anyway. All right. So, like I said, Christian Pache to the Phillies. They had the season-ending injury to Rhys Hoskins, so they'll use him to play mostly the defensive, but he will get some hits. He will get some at-bats against left-handed pitching. He hit 166 last season with 3 home runs and 18 RBIs in 91 games for Oakland. And yet, if you don't remember this, the Athletics' Keith Law ranked Pache as the number 38 prospect in baseball in 2022. So
yeah, that's how much everybody knows. Nobody knows Bull Dinky.
Bull Dinky, okay. So a deal. This is exciting news. I'm happy to repeat this one. A deal's in place between the minor league players in the MLBPA and Major League Baseball on the historic first collective bargaining agreement for minor leaguers, okay? The deal is 5 years and includes at least double pay at all levels of the minors. I would like to get a standing ovation for that. That's exciting news. We're so happy for these guys.
That's good.
What was that?
I'm trying to remember how to go home. I think
we can, hold on, let me just see if this works.
Yeah, all right, go ahead. That's not right, though.
Uh-oh. We have a crash.
No, we're not going that way.
We're not going that way?
No.
What do you want me to do?
Just keep talking, that's all. I'm getting off at exit 9, Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Of course there's a crash on the friggin' George Washington Bridge, which already takes 2 hours to get over this bridge, but there's no crash.
Go ahead.
Okay, we left Manassas, Virginia at 4:30 this morning, so
Harrington.
We're on the last leg of our trip.
What is Mike?
Okay, hold on. Harrington is saying
all right, go ahead.
Exit.
Okay.
You guys can still hear me, right? Okay. Does it sound good?
We need help with the sound. Come on, everybody. Sound help. Sound. We're trying. Nobody does a podcast.
Tito Luna?
There you go. Tito Luna.
Right. I just want to make sure you guys can still hear us.
Okay.
All right. I think you can. I really do. Everything looks good.
Except, all right, go ahead.
Just let me do this.
Go.
103 days until the All-Star game, 124 days until the trade deadline, 187 days until the start of the postseason. Aaron Judge's first at-bat of 2023 ends the same way 62 of his at-bats in 2022 did, with a home run. Alec Boehm, just the third player to hit Jacob deGrom's 99-mile-an-hour elevated fastball for a home run. The other two are Jazz Chisholm and Andrew Stevenson. Jacob deGrom as a Met, he faced 464 Phillies hitters. He allowed 1 triple. Yesterday, in his second inning as a Ranger, he allowed 2 triples to the Phillies in a row. Jacob deGrom gave up 6 extra base hits, 5 to the opposite field, 3 doubles, 2 triples, and a home run. Now, the Royals brought right fielder MJ Melendez way in versus Joey Gallo, basically playing him at deep second base and then shaded the other outfielders towards right field to cover for him. Gallo hit a grounder directly to Melendez, so they got that right, but what does Melendez do? He bobbles the ball for an error. Ryan Mountcastle in spring training, 48 at-bats, no walks. Ryan Mountcastle on opening day, walked with the bases loaded. Adley Rutschman homered on his first opening day. He is the fifth catcher since at least 1901 to reach base safely 5 times on opening day, joining Baratek, Hundley, Yogi Berra, and Ray Schalk. Hunter Green threw 26 pitches at 100 miles an hour through 2 innings yesterday. That's the second most pitches at 100 miles an hour through the first 2 innings of a game in the pitch tracking era. That's second. He also finished first with 27. Back on September 17th, he threw 27 pitches at 100 miles an hour in the first 2 innings. Now on opening day, he threw 26 pitches at 100 miles an hour. All right. Last year, the teams that would go on to make the postseason went 9-3 on opening day. Teams that didn't make the postseason went 6-12. 4 consecutive opening days with a home run for Cardinals' Tyler O'Neill, tying a major league record. Rockies closer Daniel Bard is being placed on the injured list with anxiety. He's been struggling with control since the World Baseball Classic, and the team wants to get ahead of it to give him the time to work through it. CJ Cron had a horrible spring, but what does he do? He's on pace for 324 home runs and 810 RBIs this season, which would both be single-season records. Yeah, I'd say. He hit 2 home runs and drove in a bunch. Yesterday, he went 4 for 5, 2 runs, 5 RBIs, and 2 home runs, putting him on pace for 324 home runs and 810 RBIs this season.
Nice going. What am I on pace for?
Just staying in lane.
Okay. Good.
Dylan Cease is the only starting pitcher to record an out in the 7th inning. Yesterday, no pitcher. He's the only pitcher that went 6 1/3. That's the longest pitching out yesterday. It's not surprising. Most pitchers don't get into the 7th inning at the first day.
It's going to be a year of the bullpens. The bullpens will take over Major League Baseball this year. You'll see.
Last year we talked about this, and we said it still takes some time to build up to their...
Look at what the Phillies have. Look what the Dodgers. They have 4 or 5 bullpen guys. Atlanta, every team in the majors has stocked up on bullpen pitching.
All right, I want to see more action in the chat room. I know I'm a lame duck today, but thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting us, and we're just doing this on the fly from the road.
How many people in the chat room?
Let me check. 21.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thank you all.
Thank you all for supporting.
Go ahead, keep it up.
Now it's got 13. 13. All right, can you guys hear me? I don't know. I'm just going to quit this podcast. Nobody's listening, and there's only 12 people here.
Yeah, and they probably can't hear you.